Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profit. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits.
That TTG money gang.
And making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And in case you guys did not know, TTG was a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool in 2023. We are also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, futures. We day trade, we swing trade, we cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody here inside of True Trading Group. Now, we take that university level of curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that'll give you guys an edge and give you more information, help you make better decisions. The problem is most retail traders don't use these tools because they are so damn expensive. You're talking easily $5,000 a year if you were to pay for these tools directly on your own. You don't have to pay for these things anymore when you join True Trading Group. They're included. These are tools such as Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, conventional trading data, a simulator to practice with money, TradingView's charting software, the Trade Idea scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, so much more I'll talk about later. When you join our platform, yes, you're going to get all of our courses. Yes, you're also going to get all of our trade alerts, but you also get all these tools. We set you up with everything you need to have the very best chance of becoming successful for one affordable price for the entire year. Now, you also get access to our members. Hands down, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you were ever going to find. Not to mention trade alerts from the moderators and myself. I've been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions of just around 80%, now going on roughly the last 4 years. Now, if you're who I am, why I should really listen to things that I talk about on the stream, it's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City, my first job right out of college, where they had to go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. And then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you just fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries. We truly are a global community here at True Trading Group. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live on this channel right here with myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests. We'll give you guys golden nuggets, education, free lessons, trade ideas that can help you all become better traders. So if you have not yet done so, smash that like button, show some love, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams because we're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. What a day that we had here today. You know, it's funny that we had this day today because we had this little pullback day in the market today. And we got a bunch of stocks that were red today, specifically in the semiconductor space. NVDA, AMD, stocks really took a hit today. And we talked about this yesterday on the live stream. Now, yesterday, I went over with you guys, as I do every Sunday evening. Yesterday was Monday, but markets were closed on Monday for the holiday, so I did this yesterday. But I do it every Sunday evening, where I come on and I give you guys my top trade ideas for the week. I talk about individual stocks and specific prices and specific price movements that I believe that we are going to see, that let people know this is the areas of the market that I believe that we're going to be able to make some money this week. Coming into this week, I gave you a very specific breakdown yesterday of what I thought this market was going to do. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't expect to see it happen in one day. And some of the moves that we were talking about all happened in one day, never mind a couple of days. It's a short week. It's only a 4-day week, but we saw these moves take place in just one day. AMD to the downside, you know, Affirm and Carvana and some of the other stocks that we were talking about, ARM, a couple of these stocks that we were talking about yesterday on the live stream, those moves came to fruition today. And members inside True Trading Group were able to take that analysis and they were able to capitalize on it and have themselves some fantastic days. We also had a big trade today on Roblox to the short side, well over 100% gain on a Roblox trade today, over 100% gain on AMD. I know a lot of members were able to capitalize on put options on AMD, which are one of the top trade ideas for the week that I gave you guys on yesterday's live stream. But you ain't seen nothing yet. Tomorrow is when really the real fun begins. You think today was a wild day? You had huge, wide movement, volatility in the crypto names, Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Mara, huge sell-offs early, big bounces late. And that volatility is just really getting started. I think you're going to see a lot more volatility in the crypto space over the next couple of weeks. And we're going to be ready to pounce and jump on those trades. I gave you those trade ideas yesterday as well. But I'm actually thinking that the trade to the long side on some of those cryptos with you guys yesterday. And I think that setup could be beginning to form here over the next couple of days. So we're going to watch that extremely closely. But this is where the real fun really begins. The real fun begins tomorrow. Because tomorrow, not only are you going to get the Fed minutes, which for those of you who don't know what the Fed minutes are basically the notes that are taken during the Fed meeting. So if you guys remember, we had a Fed meeting just a couple of weeks ago. And the Fed said that they're not going to raise rates. And they also insinuated that, the Fed said they're not cutting rates. And they also insinuated that they're not going to cut rates at the March meeting, which is coming up in a few weeks. Now we're actually going to get notes on that. What did people actually say? Wow, way to go, Seabreeze. Seabreeze says, I had my best trading day ever after my one-on-one. Hell yes. Hell yes. Congratulations, Seabreeze, on the best day that they have ever had. Congratulations on that one. Not a coincidence that you had your best day ever right after your one-on-one. So for those of you who don't know, at True Trading Group, we do offer one-on-one mentorship and coaching. There's 9 professional traders that are part of True Trading Group, and you could schedule one-on-one mentor sessions with them as lifetime members. So Seabreeze, I'm happy to hear that. It's, that one-on-one mentorship and coaching really is has been a real game changer. Sorry, guys, I feel like I have to sneeze. Oh, I feel like I got to sneeze. Has been a real game changer for a lot of our members. So I'm happy to see your best trading day ever following that one-on-one. That's incredible. Let's keep it up now. Let's outdo it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep that pace up. Let's be more consistent. But we're going to get notes on the Fed meeting. We're going to see what the Fed members actually had to say about the chances of rate cuts. And maybe the market has a little bit of clarity once I actually see the notes on just when this first rate cut's going to come. Because I think the market thinks this rate cut is coming a hell of a lot sooner than it actually is. And the inflation numbers that we got, on CPI and PPI last week were way higher than expected. If that is a pattern or any type of a sign of things to come, then the Fed's not going to cut rates. They're going to cut rates at the March meeting. There is no meeting in April. They won't cut rates at the May meeting. And now you're talking about pushing out rates until June or July. The market is not prepared for your first rate cut to, let's say, come in July. But if inflation does not cooperate, and if you get another print like you got last week on CPI and PPI, if you get that again next month, that's going to be a real problem for the market to digest. So maybe we can get some insight into what the Fed is thinking once we get these notes that are coming out tomorrow at 2:00. But then that's just the start, because you want to know what comes out after that? NVDA earnings. I can't stress enough how much is riding on NVIDIA's earnings. NVIDIA's earnings will move not just NVIDIA stock, not just the semiconductor stocks. It's going to move the entire stock market. It's going to move the entire stock market. I'm telling you that now. There is so much riding on this. All these AI-related stocks have soared to new all-time highs and unforeseen levels and valuations. If NVIDIA disappoints, NVIDIA is the darling of the AI industry. If NVIDIA disappoints, then you're going to see every single other AI-related stock move to the downside. You're going to see Microsoft, AMD, you'll see Broadcom, SMCI, all of these AI-related Palantir. They just have to guide lower. You know, NVIDIA has blown their earnings out of the waters and those last 2 quarters. All NVIDIA has to do, they can very well beat top and bottom line on the quarter. But if they miss their guide going forward, it's going to be the worst possible scenario, because that's going to tell the entire market that investors got a little too far ahead of themselves with these valuations that they were paying for on these AI names. You are going to need to see NVIDIA tell you that there is so much demand coming down the pipe that we could barely keep up. That's what you have to see. And the bar is set very high for NVIDIA, but they're going to, listen, they delivered the last 2 times. I'm not saying that they're not going to deliver. I'm not here on this live stream to try to predict for you what NVIDIA's earnings are actually going to be. And I'll be live with you guys tomorrow when those earnings come out, so I can walk you through that release and tell you guys exactly kind of how we're going to trade that the next day. But we'll talk about some levels here today and some ideas that I have for NVIDIA, and then some sympathy plays and how we can trade some other semiconductor stocks off of NVIDIA's earnings. Because I actually think the best trade is actually going to be in AMD. I look at AMD as NVIDIA's like younger brother that always gets in trouble, and NVIDIA's like the older brother that can do no wrong, that is like the honor student, that is the captain of the football team, that gets straight A's. And then the younger brother is the one that skips school and likes to, cut class and go skateboard and gets caught smoking pot. That's how I feel like this relationship between NVIDIA and AMD, where NVIDIA is the shining white knight, and then you have AMD, which has been weaker than NVIDIA. And AMD, as much as I love that company, and I'm a shareholder of AMD, I love AMD. I love Lisa Su, who's the CEO. I love their products. I love their growth. I love their management. I love everything about AMD. But they are not in the same position as NVIDIA when it comes to AI. Nobody is. Nobody is in the same position as NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the clear-cut, far above and beyond leader in the semiconductor space when it comes to AI. Nobody else, honestly, is even close. So if we know that to be the case, if there is anything negative in NVIDIA's earnings, then you're going to see its lesser competitors get hit at an even greater rate than NVIDIA. I think that's where the easier trade is going to be. Now, if NVIDIA blows it out of the water, then you'll get sympathy plays and you'll get AMD will get pulled to the upside, just like all their other AI-related names. But at that case, then NVIDIA is probably the better one to trade to the long side because the strength in that leadership will be there. So if you get a miss or you get a guide miss on NVIDIA, I'm actually going to look to short AMD. And AMD is at a very key support level right now. And listen, we talked about this yesterday on the live stream. We hit this analysis right on the head. If you guys caught the live stream yesterday, we talked about AMD. We talked about AMD back to the downside and going back and testing the bottom end of the support level. And that's exactly what we said. I told you guys, as we're sitting here and we're looking at this setup here on AMD, we talked about this big double top, this huge resistance level that we had, right? Resistance, and then resistance. You can see this real strong resistance in this heavy top that you had on AMD. And I drew this candle for you on last night's live stream. I drew a candle, looked just like that. And I said, I think that AMD is going to go back to 164, 165, which is this support level, right? And that's exactly where we went to today. So there you guys have it, right? There it is. Support. That's your level. And we called this yesterday because that's the thing. The thing here in TTG is that I have no problem coming on this YouTube channel. And I don't just say, hey, this is what happened today. And this is what we learned from it. I have no problem coming on here and telling you, hey, this is what I think is going to happen tomorrow. This is what I think is going to happen this week. And it's all on here for the whole world to see, for the public to see, and for everybody to look back and say, wow, Mike, you were wrong. You suck. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to be wrong sometimes. I can promise you I don't suck. I'm definitely not an idiot. And I sure as F do know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for nearly 18 years and have a Trader of the Year award from a hedge fund in New York City to prove it. But the point is that I'm also wrong sometimes. Every trader is wrong sometimes. I'm not telling you to sign up for True Trading Group because I can do no wrong and I'm just right 100% of the time. I'm not right 100% of the time. I will be wrong sometimes. I'm right a lot more than I'm wrong. And when I am wrong, I'll come on here and it's all here for everybody to see. I've made plenty of calls on this YouTube channel over the 5 or 6 years, however long it is that I've been doing this, that did not pan out. And then I made a hell of a lot more that have been right. Like when we were screaming from the top of our lungs about getting involved in the markets in 2020 when the stock market crashed during COVID. I told everybody that this is the greatest wealth building opportunity of your entire life. It's the greatest wealth building opportunity of my entire life. Sure, I was on Wall Street during the 08 crash, and that was the greatest wealth building opportunity. People that had the head to be buyers in 08 and 09, those are people that ended up obviously, the greatest wealth building opportunity of any of our lifetimes. But the reality was I was in my early 20s. I didn't have the money that I have now to really take advantage of that moment. 2020 was my moment. 2020, I do have the money to take advantage of that moment. I am now older in my career and in my financial stability. And when the markets crashed because of COVID, it was the best buying opportunity that I've ever seen in my life. And I backed the truck up. I bought everything that I can get my hands on. I took any cash that I had and it went into some of the tech stocks that we love today. We then very publicly at the end of 2021, September, October of 2021, we very publicly announced to the entire world here on YouTube and inside of True Trading Group that I was selling now in the long-term portfolio as a lot of those positions had gained over 100%. And I've never been more confident ever in my entire life. I've never had a more confident call. My highest conviction call that I've ever had in my 18 years is markets are going to crash in 2022. That was the easiest call that I've ever had to make. And you went from interest rates being zero for over a decade to all of a sudden interest rates having to now sharply climb. And there was just no way in hell that equity markets were going to be able to hold up at the valuations that they were at in 2021 when interest rates are no longer at zero. And some people called me an idiot. I was missing out on the greatest meme stock rally and all this nonsense and all this garbage. And then the markets crashed in 2022. And it turns out that it was the best call that we've ever made. Members of True Trading Group, if anything that I'm saying right now is a lie, you guys can call me out on it. Or if what I'm saying is facts and truth, comment right now, facts or truth. If what I'm saying to you right now is true, because I know there's people that are on this live stream right now that we're not here to talk about that stuff. Now it's on this YouTube channel. You guys can go back very easily and go back to those dates and those times and go and hear the things that I was saying. It's right on this channel, but I know many people are not going to actually go back and look at all those videos. So maybe members of True Trading, you guys can comment true or false because you guys were there and you guys acted on it yourselves. But those of you that are on here that are not members, some of the comments that are coming through from chat, don't just take my word for it, take their word for it. Then in 2022, when markets were crashing, we were buying. I stepped in and I bought while the SPY was 380, and then I bought more when the SPY was in the 360s. Once again, I was called dumb. I was told I don't know what I'm doing because there's going to be this depression, never mind a recession. And turns out that also was the right call. That also was the right call. Now, 2023, the markets exceeded any and all of my expectations. I actually thought that by 2023, we were going to have a mild recession. And we certainly did not. We didn't come even close to a recession. And that was where I did not get that call right. So luckily for me, I'd already invested a ton of money in 2022, and I took advantage of the 35% decline that we had in markets. Now, we fast forward to today, and what makes me laugh, not really makes me laugh. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a little bit of a chuckle in there, but I get concerned and I get nervous for retail investors when the same people that called me dumb for buying in 2022 when the markets were crashing are the same people that are now asking me if they should be buying as now the markets have rallied to new all-time highs. You didn't want to buy when the SPY was at 360, and now you're asking me if you should buy while the SPY is at 500. That's concerning. And that is the exact opposite way of how you make money in this game. You buy low and you sell high. So you can't be panicking and selling when we're at 360 and then panicking and buying when we're at 500. The same way you have to keep a clear and level head when the markets are crashing is the same way you got to keep a clear and level head when the markets are rallying to new all-time highs. And the same way you can't fall victim to the fear of losing money when markets are crashing is the exact same way you can't fall victim to the greed of missing out on making money when markets are rallying. Remember this one phrase, and this will keep you level-headed for the rest of your entire investing career. It's never as bad as it seems. It's also never as good as it seems. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. So if you can take advantage when markets get to extremes, extreme lows, extreme highs, and then do nothing when you're in the middle and there's a true sense of normalcy, that's how you're going to be able to outperform this market, and that's how you're going to be able to build real wealth. And that's how you guys are going to be able to make money. Whether you day trade, swing trade, or you're just looking at long-term investing, whatever it is, it's all a head game. Trading and investing is not as hard as people think it is. Seriously. Charts are not hard. What you see right here to the left of me, that's not why trading is hard. It's intimidating if you don't know what any of those things mean, but that stuff is easy to learn. I promise I'll teach you guys how to read a chart. I promise I'll teach you how to analyze, economic data. And I promise I'll teach you candlesticks and chart patterns and indicators. And I'll tell you what's the difference between a good setup, a bad setup. That's all trading is. Trading is pattern recognition. It's identifying high probability setups, putting yourself on the right side of that probability over and over and over again with good risk management. It's not about predicting the future. I don't know what NVIDIA's earnings are going to be. I don't pretend to know what NVIDIA earnings are going to be. But what I do know is how NVIDIA stock will react based on what those earnings are, and then what that will have on other semiconductor and AI related stocks, what impact that will have on the entire technology sector, and then what impact that will have on the entire market as a whole. This is one of the most narrow stock market rallies that we've seen since the dot-com bubble, meaning a handful of stocks are responsible for the entirety of the move in the upside in the market. This is not a broad-based stock market rally. It's a narrow rally. I don't like narrow rallies. Narrow rallies are much harder to sustain. Broad market rallies are where up moves are sustained. Now, you could have the market rally broaden out. Just because it's narrow now doesn't mean it can't broaden out. You started to see a broadening out in the market rally in the end of 2023. In December of 2023, you really started to see other areas of the market start to move higher, while technology stocks took a little bit of a breather, and you got that broadening. And then as soon as 2024 hit, it was like, oh, nope, right back to the old playbook of NVIDIA, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon. That's it. Those are the only stocks that go up, and we're just going to keep going up. Apple's not participating. Tesla sure as hell ain't participating. You're losing some of those magnificent 7 stocks. Apple's not doing a damn thing. Tesla is 20% off its highs, whatever it is. It's been down, every single month. I mean, it's only 2 months into the year, but the thing's been down ever since the start of the year. Look like Tesla's getting any better. As I pull up a stock at Tesla, I mean, look at this thing. That's 2024. Boom. That's really what's magnificent about that. Look at Apple. Right? Apple. What's Apple been doing? Nothing. But then you take a look at a stock like Meta. Oh, okay. Then you take a look at a stock like NVIDIA. Oh, okay. Right? You start to take a look at some of these other names. You take a look. Oh, Amazon. Oh, okay. It's a very small group of stocks. Microsoft. Oh, okay. It's a very small group of stocks that have been moving to the upside. If NVIDIA disappoints, more downside to come. More downside to come in all of it. And today you got NVIDIA off $45 a share. This thing got trimmed by 6%. Was there news? No. It's just anxiety before its earnings release. People are realizing just how critical this earnings release actually is. And it makes people nervous. They're up 100, 200, 300% on their NVIDIA positions. They're just taking profit. They're being prudent fund managers. They're taking profits off on NVIDIA, and it makes sense, and they should be. They're not selling the entire position. I'm not saying to sell NVIDIA. I'm never going to sell NVIDIA. I'm telling you right now, you ask me 10 years from now, hey, Mike, you still own NVIDIA? You're damn right I still own NVIDIA. There's nothing wrong with trimming your position when it gets so damn big after you've had a 300% rally in the last year. Nothing wrong with that. Guys, we're all in this game to make money. We're all in this game to make money. At the end of the day, I don't care necessarily how you do it. If you follow trade alerts that the moderators and I send out on a daily basis, or if you develop the skill enough to identify your own trade ideas and your own opportunities and you capitalize that way, I don't care how you do it. But we're in this game to make money. We're not in this game to watch other people make money. We're not in this game even to make friends. I've made friends. I've made people that I consider family now within True Trading Group over the last several years as I've built relationships with so many of our members. We have over 10,000 members in 115 different countries, many of which I've met in person, I've hung out with, I've had dinner with, I've played golf with, I've shared a beer with, and people that I now consider, lifelong, which will be lifelong friends. That's why we say welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group. That's not just like a silly saying or some kind of sales tactic. We generally give a damn about one another's success. At the end of the day, it all comes down to making money. And that's all that matters. It's exactly what our members are able to accomplish, what they're able to do. That's why so many of them are still with us. We have a 78% retention rate at True Trading Group. You want me to show you something? Let me show you something actually pretty cool. Members of TTG, if you guys have been a member for longer than a year, or if you're a lifetime member, do you mind going ahead and type the number 2? Type the number 2 if you are a lifetime member or you've been a member for longer than 1 year. Way to go, Salty Bear. Salty Bear, their account is up 140% in 1 week. 140% in 1 week for Salty Bear. Congratulations. Anyone that's on this live stream that's not part of True Trading Group, I actually want you just for a moment, I want you to pay attention to how many people you see type the number 2. These are people that are with us for either longer than a year, meaning they've renewed their membership, or they're a lifetime member. Now, let me ask yourself this question. Would you stay with True Trading Group after your membership was up if you weren't making any money? Of course you wouldn't. I wouldn't expect you to. If our platform was just failing you and you're just losing, you learn nothing. Of course, I'm not going to expect you to stay. So why the hell do you think this many people stayed? Why do you think this many people renewed their membership with us? 78% of our user base renews their membership. They stay with us. You want to know why? The answer is very simple. It's because they're becoming better traders, making money. That's why they stay. And I'll prove that to you. Don't take my word for it. I'll prove it to you. Members, now, very simple question. If you're making money with us and you guys are becoming better traders with True Trading Group, go ahead and type the number 1. Go ahead and type the number 1 if you're making money and you're becoming better traders with TTG. Just type the number 1. Very simple. Very simple question. People that are on the stream that are not part of this community, don't worry. I'll get into PaloAltos, getting wrecked, Teladoc. All right, I'm going to get into all this. We'll talk about NVDA earnings for tomorrow. We're going to go over all of this. But first, I want you to pay attention to how many people you're seeing right here on the side of the screen. Type the number 1. Now, you tell me if they can do this, then why can't you? They're not luckier than you. They don't have more time than you. 82% of our members have a full-time job. They work over 40 hours a week. 82% of them. The rest of them are full-time traders, or maybe they're just retired. So if they can do it, then why can't you? Seriously, ask yourself, why can't you if these people can do it? I'm telling you, you can. And our refund rate at True Trading Group being less than 2.4% tells you that you can do this as well too. Our retention rate of 78% tells you can do this as well too. Being 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,500 reviews tells you can do this too. Now, the only thing that you need to tell you that you can do this too is yourself. I can't. I can sit here on this live stream and I can tell you this and I can tell you that. I can show you this member's success. I can show you that member's success. I can show you their development, their progress. I can show you this account and that account and this P&L and that P&L. But at the end of the day, none of it matters unless it translates to you actually making money. That is what we are all here for. And today was already a great day. Great start to, you had members hit over 100% gain on the NVIDIA puts. You had members hit over 100% gain on Roblox puts. It was a great day inside of chat for True Trading Group members, but it's just the start. Tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the day that NVIDIA reports earnings. Tomorrow's the day the whole entire market is going to make a decision on where the hell we are going to go after that company reports earnings. So here's what I'm willing to do. You know what? First, before I get into that, how many people are on this live stream that are not part of True Trading Group? Do me a favor and type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. If you're not a member, you are not a member, go ahead and type TTG if you are not part of this community. Might sound, tedious, but just do me the favor, guys, and just go ahead and type the letters TTG. All right, go ahead and type TTG. Let me see who we have on here that's not a member of our community. We got Nathan, Rod, Chris, Richard. Great, guys. So we got a bunch of people here. Oh, Chris says, I'll be back soon. Chris, you know what, brother? Chris, honestly, if you want, because I know you, I know that you were, you used to be a member. Chris, if you want, just do me a favor. Send a text message. I'm talking to Chris Riccardi right now. Chris, send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. I know you used to be a member. Chris, I got something special for you. All right. So, Chris, I got something special for you if you want to send a text to 1-888-306-8783. And that goes for anybody else. Maybe if there's anybody else that's here that used to be a member. I know we had John Higby just signed up yesterday, who used to be a member. He came back. Chris, you send a text message to that number, and anyone else that used to be a member, you guys can send us a text to that phone number as well. All right. But those of you that are typing TTG, listen, I'm going to do you guys a favor. The price of our membership was supposed to go up over $1,000 today. However, NVIDIA's earnings are tomorrow. So honestly, I'm like, we'll leave it one more day, one more chance for people to get in at a membership under $1,000 for the whole year. For those that want to. Listen, I'm not trying to twist your arm. We got over 10,000 members from 115 different countries. The opportunity is there for you if you want it. So for those of you that are interested, I will keep that coupon code active that I gave yesterday. It's a 54% discount. We were running it over the weekend. Okay. Now at midnight yesterday with the holiday, it was supposed to go back up over $1,000. I will keep that coupon code active. So for those of you that were typing TTG, do yourself a favor, pull up another, web browser and go to ttgoffer.com. ttgoffer.com. Everything you see on that page is included when you join. Now, when you hit that page, you'll see the membership is close to $2,000 normally. But if you use the coupon code TTG121, again, that coupon code, you have to manually enter it, TTG121, then click apply code. You'll see the price drops all the way down to $997 for the entire year. There is no upsell. There is no additional fee. There's no hidden cost for any of the items that you see on that page. Every single one of those things is included for the $997 for 365 days, a full year. Well, actually, wait, this is a leap year, isn't it? This is a leap year. But anyway, you guys get access to every single item that is on that page. That includes all of our courses, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I received working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, you get it. There's no upsell for special VIP courses. I'm not going to say, guys, half of the solution. You also get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, congressional trading data. If you go to Benzinga directly, you're spending over $1,000 a year for that. You join us, it's included for the $997 plus everything else. Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform for you to use. Unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, analyst ratings, our AI tools. All of this stuff is included, guys, when you join True Trading Group. Everything on that page, it's all included for the $997. Okay, it is all included in the $997. Okay, now I will also give you this one shred. I'll remove a piece of doubt that some of you may have. Some of you may be a little anxious or a little nervous, rather, apprehensive, skeptical, any of the above. I know I talk a big game on this live stream, but I back it up with our own money. I believe in the platform that we've created so much so that anyone that joins your training group, if you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, and you attend one study group, and you actually use the platform that you're subscribing to, if you're unable to make enough winning trades to equal the price of your membership, that's the $997. So if you can't make back that $997 at least once during your membership, I'll give you back double your money. We will give you back $1,994. I'm dead serious. Our refund policy is right there on the checkout page. Go read it. Yes, it's real. Double your money back. It's yours. I don't think you need it. Remember, our refund rate at True Trading Group is less than 2.4%. Our retention rate is 78%. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,500 reviews, nearly 2,500 reviews. I don't know if we're over 2,500 yet. We are over. Thank you. We are over 2,500 reviews now. This is why I have no problem offering you double your money back. I don't think you need it. Just imagine if our refund rate was like 12%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. But since it's so damn low at around 2.4, I can. So go to ttgoffer.com and use that code TTG121. Now, I did have some laptops last evening. We only have a few of them left from last night. We were giving away laptops yesterday when people were joining True Trading Group. They're free laptops. It's a Windows 11 laptop. It comes with Microsoft 365 for the year. Listen, it's not a MacBook Pro. It's not a $2,000 gaming laptop, but it's a great laptop. It's totally free. You can use it to trade with. You can use it for work. Give it to your kid for school. Sell it on eBay and put the few $100 back in your pocket. I don't care what you do with it, but it's our gift to you when you join True Trading Group. We do have 5 of them left. We do have 5 of them left from yesterday. So the next 5 people that join True Trading Group will get themselves a brand new free laptop. It's free. We also cover the shipping. We have members in 115 countries. I don't care where you live. As long as you live on Earth, I'll get you guys that free laptop. But you've got to go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, then the price drops down to the $997. You have the double your money back guarantee. We'll give you back $1,994 if you guys are unable to make that membership fee back at least one time. Gabriel, I see Gabriel joined. So that means we have 4 laptops left. Gabriel, you are getting one. Gabriel Ferreira, I see that you just joined. So we now have 4 of those laptops left. Gabriel, welcome to the TTG family. How do you know you're getting one? Very simple. Do you see a laptop icon in the checkout cart? If you do, you're getting one. If you don't, then that means we've sold out. You guys don't have to enter your address in order to get the laptop. Just look out for your welcome email. There are instructions on how to claim the laptop inside your welcome email. So be on the lookout for the welcome email when you guys join. So Gabriel, welcome to the family. We now only have 4 of those laptops left. Again, they are first come, first serve. Just go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, price drops down to $997. You have the double your money back guarantee for peace of mind. Next, if you have any questions, we are fully transparent. We are an open book. Anything you want to know, no problem. Send a text message. Send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. Nathan, my brother, text this number right now. Nathan, just send us a text message, 1-888-306-8783. Because Nathan, this coupon code, the $997 price point is only good today. It was supposed to be increased over $1,000 today because the sale technically ended yesterday. But I was, today came and I'm like, wait a second, tomorrow's the NVIDIA earnings. It's going to be a huge catalyst. I might as well just give people one more day that were not taking advantage of it over the weekend. We'll give you the one more day. And then tomorrow the price goes up over $1,000. So if you want the 54% discount, the $997, again, it's for the whole year. Okay. There's no upsell for those courses and tools. Everything on that page is included. Now we have other things that you could pay for if you want. We have like 9-week accelerator programs. We have in-person meetups in Miami. Like those things are extra. We have like 2-day intensive boot camps. Those things are extra. But everything that you see on ttgoffer.com, that stuff's included in the $997. You don't pay $1 extra for any of it. All right. So anyone has any questions, just text us, guys. We're an open book, 1-888-306-8783. All right. All right, folks, there we have it. Now, let's talk about stocks. We got to talk about PaloAlto. My good God, Lord. PaloAlto is getting absolutely shellacked. Absolutely shellacked. Let's talk about it. They actually beat on top and bottom line. Okay. But their guidance came in light. So the earnings per share was $1.46. Estimates were $1.30. Sales were 1.98 billion. Estimates were 1.97 billion. They see earnings per share of $1.24 to $1.26 against analyst estimates of $1.29 for the next quarter. And they see total revenue for the next quarter, 1.95 to 1.98 billion. That was against analyst expectations of 2.04 billion. They see full year 24 revenue of 7.95 to 8 billion. That's against analyst expectations of 8.19 billion. So not only is PaloAlto falling short for their next quarter's guidance, they are falling short for the entire year's guidance. And the stock is down 20% on the back of that. Now, to be completely honest with you, I think being down 20% on the back of this is a bit dramatic. I love PaloAlto. PaloAlto is one of the stocks that we added in our long-term portfolio back in 2022. And the stock has done extremely well for us in the long-term portfolio. Now you're getting this massive sell-off. And I think this just goes to show you how there is no room for error in this market. Stocks have made such incredible moves in such an incredibly short period of time that there is no room for error. These stocks are priced to absolute perfection up at their all-time highs. And if they disappoint in any way, there is so much room to the downside because there is so much of that hype and speculation to the upside over these last 3 months, November, December, January, and then also 3.5 months. I mean, it happened into February too. I mean, PaloAlto made new all-time highs just 2 weeks ago, right? But look what the stock is doing now, down 20%. PaloAlto is one of the leaders in the cybersecurity space. And I actually think that there's buying opportunity down around, you get a little bit lower than this, I'd say you have a great support level around 280 and you got another support level down around 260. And I think the closer you get to 260, the more that I think that that's a pretty decent little spot to start looking for some long opportunities in PaloAlto. PaloAlto is a name that's in the long-term portfolio. It's going to be there for the next several years. Now, listen, full disclosure, we own this thing from way lower prices. I mean, we're up triple digits on this position. Even with the stock pulling back 20% right now in the back of earnings, it's still a triple-digit position in the long-term portfolio. But I think it just goes to show you how sensitive stocks are at this point. And there's a lot of sympathy plays. Look at CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike's down 10% on the back of it, another cybersecurity name. Fortinet down 6%, another cybersecurity name. So these stocks are all getting hit now on the back of PaloAlto's earnings. And let me clarify this. They beat on earnings. They beat top line, they beat bottom line, but their guidance was soft. And this is what I'm talking about with what might be the case with NVIDIA. What if NVIDIA beats earnings but misses on their guidance? You can expect to see a candle that looks something very similar to this. You can expect to see that on NVIDIA come tomorrow. If they miss on guidance, I don't know if they're going to miss on guidance. I mean, listen, make myself crystal clear. I'm not saying that NVIDIA is going to miss on guidance. I'm not saying that. I don't know if they're going to. I'm not here to predict what NVIDIA's earnings are going to be. Okay. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, NVIDIA earnings predictions come, gather around, everyone join around and hear my NVIDIA earnings prediction. I have no idea what they're going to say. But I know if they miss on guidance, you're going to get a candle that looks something like PaloAlto. If you get a candle that looks something like PaloAlto, the sympathy plays that there is going to be to short SMCI, to short AMD. I'll tell you now, AMD will be back to the low 150s before you can blink your eyes if there is a guidance miss on NVIDIA. There's a lot riding on these earnings, which is why I'm going to leave that 54% discount available for you guys over the next couple of hours, and then at midnight tonight, that's it. Price gets jacked up over $1,000. If you see a laptop, then you are getting one. Okay, again, that's ttgoffer.com, coupon code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops then down to the $997. And then if you have any questions, don't forget, text us 1-888-306-8783. All right. Okay. So again, that was AMD, or that was PaloAlto. But then here's AMD. Here's that support level. This is what I'm talking about. This level, give this level breaks, you have more downside. Next up, earnings. We got Teladoc slaughtered, 18%. Look at that candle. 18% to the downside. This stock cannot get out of its own way, can't catch a break. Now, this is different, right? This is a miss on sales, right? 660 million in sales. Analyst expectations were for 671 million. They actually beat earnings per share. They lost 17 cents a share. Analysts were expecting them to lose 21 cents a share. But their guidance is weak. Their guidance is weak. What are you noticing? Weak guidance equals 20% drop. Revenue guidance for the next quarter, 630 to 645 million. Analysts were looking for 673 million. Full year guidance, 2.635 to 2.735 billion. Analysts were looking for 2.77. Downside we go. The earnings per share are actually better than what analysts expected, but nobody cares about that. They're looking for losing $1.10 to 80 cents a share. Analysts were expecting them to lose $1.23 a share. And nobody cares that they beat that. Nobody cares that they beat their current EPS for the quarter. No one cares that their guidance for the full year EPS is also a beat. It's their revenue guidance that comes in light. And in this market, with everything priced to perfection, there is no room for error. Whether you are the ugly duckling, which is Teladoc, which has been a total piece of garbage stock ever since COVID. I mean, just looking at this stock chart just gives me agita and makes me nauseous, makes me want to go throw up in a corner somewhere when you look at the stock chart of Teladoc. And then you have the exact opposite of PaloAlto, which has been an unbelievably strong name. It's led the markets higher for the last couple of years, and even they are not immune to missing on guidance. And then you drop 20% on PaloAlto, and then you drop 20% on Teladoc. There's just no room for error. This is what I mean by this market rally is very narrow. And if the numbers don't support it, if the earnings don't support it, there's more downside here, guys. And the people that were saying, oh no, Mike, should I buy now at 500? I'm scared I'm going to miss it. I'm scared I'm going to miss it. I'm telling you, just like you had to remain calm when the markets were crashing in 2022, you got to try to remain calm when the markets are rallying in 2024. And then you try to look for somewhere in the middle is really where reality lies. It's never as bad as it seems, and it's usually never as good as it seems. The truth is usually somewhere in the middle. And I really still do feel that way. And NVIDIA will really either confirm or deny that tomorrow. Very important level that I'm looking at on NVIDIA, it's 700. Now this level will get blown right through after its earnings. But you have a very important technical level here that used to be resistance. Then you broke above it. And then it became support, and then you broke beneath it today, and then it became resistance today. So this like 695 to 700 area on NVIDIA is, in my opinion, a pretty key level for the stock. And then once you start to, if you drop from there, you've got a support level here around 665, then you have another support level down here around 630. And these are the two major support levels that I see. And then you have another one down here just above 600. These are your levels for NVIDIA that I see. You can draw them out on your charts. These are the areas that you could see bounces. You could see bounces after they report earnings if you move to the downside. I'm giving you these levels if it moves to the downside after earnings. Like I think that 630 is a very possible bounce area, but then 600 I think is probably one of the best bounce areas that you can probably get depending on what the earnings are. Okay. And I'll cover the earnings with you guys all live. But very simple here, guys. If NVIDIA moves to the downside, let's just look for AMD to roll down here into the low 150s. And we'll try to be short AMD down to the low 150s if we break that level. All right. That's going to be one of my top trade ideas for Thursday, because NVIDIA will report tomorrow. But guys, we have actually some breaking news right now on Amazon. So Amazon is going to be replacing Walgreens in the Dow Jones effective February 26th. So there's some breaking news right now that we just got this from our Benzinga newsfeed. You guys also will have access to the newsfeed from Benzinga Pro. When you guys join True Trading Group, it is included. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. And we are hearing that Amazon is now going to be added to the Dow Jones. They are going to be replacing Walgreens. Walgreens Boots Alliance is being taken out of the Dow Jones, and it is being replaced with Amazon. That's nice. Congrats to Amazon on that one. All right. So there you guys have it. All right, there you guys have it. Can I go through Lunar? Yeah, I can talk about Lunar. There was such a great lesson on Lunar today that I went over with our members inside of chat. Right, guys, how awesome was that lesson today on Lunar? How awesome was that lesson on Lunar today? Inside chat. I'm going to go over a quick lesson with you guys, and then we're going to break with regards to this Lunar. I know everybody's getting very excited about Lunar and because it's starting to move to the upside here, but this is a really important level for it. You got to hold above 10. You got to hold above 10. You have resistance up here around 13 that you were unable to get above. And that 13 is this previous top here from April of last year. That is actually, your only resistance level that you really have until you get to like 18 and a half. 18 and a half is kind of to $19 is your next level of resistance after you get above 13. And we just rejected at it almost to the penny. This high is $13.21, and the high from today is $13.08. So you got to get through 13 in order for this Lunar to really continue a squeeze play into tomorrow. I think that you should just wait until tomorrow. If you see it above 13, you can be long that against 13 and look for the move up higher towards 18 to $19, which is the next level of resistance that I see. But that's kind of the analysis on Lunar. But I'll go over a quick little technical lesson with you guys you can take with you into tomorrow. I get asked a lot. Now, I'm a trader that's very much bases their trading on levels. I use my ability to identify major and minor support and resistance levels, and I structure my trade ideas around those levels. But people sometimes will ask me, well, how do you confirm a level? Like, how do you know it's okay for me to trust this level versus you get into a trade and the level just breaks, right? It's a great question. And there's a perfect example on Lunar. The way that I like to confirm levels is actually, as a day trader, is actually quite simple. I like to identify levels on a daily chart first. Once I identify a level on a daily chart, I like to then use intraday charts to confirm the level that I think I see on the daily. Let's go over an example. When I take a look at the daily chart of Lunar, okay, I see with very clear eyes, support in March and April. And then you broke that level. And then it became resistance, right? So you guys all see that. Now, even those traders that are not experienced technical analysts, you're not experienced chart, reading, you can see with your eyes that the stock had support here, then it broke, and then all of a sudden that exact same level of 10 started to become resistance. So when I see that, I say, okay, level at $10. Great. What do we do next? We then go over to the intraday chart. That's a daily. Then we go to, let's say, a 3-minute chart. And when we go to a 3-minute chart, the stock opens up today right? Stock opens up, and what do we see happen? We open up and we push right to where? This high is $9.90. Well, that sounds pretty damn close to $10, doesn't it? Here's that line. I didn't touch this line, right? Daily chart, there's the line, right? There's that resistance, right? There it is. Daily chart, 3-minute chart, there's the line. I didn't touch the line. And there's that resistance. So the stock is confirming for me what I thought to be true, which was resistance at 10. Then we break through 10. Okay, now really this is where the fun starts. And Joe, if we can drop that message on the bottom of the screen, just so I could go for the lesson. Yeah. So then you see we break through 10. Look at the volume that comes in when you break through 10. You'll notice it's the heaviest volume that's the stocks traded all morning, and the volume is steadily increasing. The strong, steadily increasing volume through 10 tells you that that resistance level is now broken. Now we can comfortably say, now let's be buyers at 10. Because that resistance level has showed itself. I saw it on the daily. We got the intraday, the initial morning high gets put in early. Then you break through it with increasing volume. That confirms the level's cleared out. So the early initial morning high confirms the level. Then the volume confirms the level's now cleared out and broken. So then we say, okay, let's be buyers at 10. So we wait for the stock to pull back, not yet, not yet. Okay, there we go. Now we just pulled into $10, right? Here's your level, $10. And now what do you start to see happening here? What do you start to see happening here? Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. What? Now that level is support. Now you can comfortably buy here, you can buy here, and you can look for a beautiful move. This is Technical Analysis 101. This is the stuff that you learn as a member of True Trading Group. This is a prime example of how to confirm levels. And it's a great example of how I confirm levels. I'll see something on the daily chart, then I look for confirmation on the intraday, and then that tells me that that level is in fact there, and I can structure my trades around those levels, which is exactly what you just saw. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys understand a lot of the stuff that I'm discussing and you understand what I'm saying. And that was a really good one there that you guys can take with you. Into tomorrow and see if maybe you guys can use that to your benefit to make some money tomorrow. All right. So folks, that concludes the educational part and the analysis here on the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of the breakdown there. You got some earnings that came out. We've got some clear levels on NVIDIA, and I'll be live with you guys tomorrow to go over and cover NVIDIA earnings, and we'll talk about how we're going to make some money with NVIDIA once those earnings come out, and I'll let you guys know exactly what I think the stock's going to do then from there. So if you guys are not interested in the membership, you can sign off the stream. If you are interested, stick around. I'll show you the platform for a moment just so you guys can see exactly what you're going to be getting access to for the $9.97. Again, remember, tonight's the last night for the $9.97. Then tomorrow, price is over $1,000. Victor Rizzo, what are my thoughts on Walmart? I love Walmart. I own Walmart. They've got the stock split coming up. I like Walmart. But, I mean, I already own Walmart, and I've owned it for a while. I own it from way lower from here in my long-term portfolio, so easy for me to say that, I know. But I do like Walmart. All right, so folks, for those of you that are interested in the membership, like I said, ttgoffer.com, use that coupon code TTG121 and click apply code. The price drops down to $9.97. What you're seeing right here on the charts, on the screen rather, is our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades, answering questions, providing market commentary with you guys from open to close, not just gone after an hour or two and you're just left to fend for yourself. You're going to get access to 2 private study group sessions with our mods to speed up your learning curve. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed with congressional trading data to track trades by Congress. This alone will cost you over $1,000 if you went to Benzinga directly. It's included when you join us for $997 plus everything else. TradingView's premium charting software, that's included. That's about $600 a year if you go to TradingView. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform for you guys to be focused on the hottest stocks during the day. A simulator lets you practice trading with fake money but real-time data. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans. Then you've got dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. All of it's included. You don't have to, some of you may pay for that stuff already. You don't have to pay for it anymore as a member of True Trading Group. You're also going to get a trading journal that will track your trading for you and break it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. You get a social sentiment scanner to tell you what's being talked about most on social media. Then there's analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. A watch list every day from the mods that tell you exactly what stocks we're focused on with entry and exit points. Then you've got all of our courses. Our courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. You have access to it at no additional cost. There is no upsell for the VIP special courses. They're all included when you guys join. Now listen, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just by joining True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is if you join and you guys go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group, and if you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal that $997 during your membership, I'll give you guys back double your money. We'll give you back $1,994 in return. We can do that because our refund rate is less than 2.5%. Our retention rate is 78%, and we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,500 reviews. Nathan, I use Webull presently. Is this any issue with this and your membership? Nathan, not at all, brother. Nathan, we're not a broker, right? So you use your own brokerage platform. One of our moderators actually uses Webull. I use Lightspeed. One of our other moderators uses Charles Schwab. Another uses E-Trade. Another uses Thinkorswim, right? So Nathan, you can use Webull, no problem. You know, all of these tools are on our platform, but you would still execute your trades on Webull. You don't actually execute your trades with True Trading Group. True Trading Group is where the chat room is, where the courses are, where all these tools are, like the scanner, the charting software, the unusual options activity, the dark pool data, the short data, the social sentiment scanner. All that's on our platform, all under one roof, on one place for you, and you can access it all on your dashboard. But you actually would execute your trades on Webull, Nathan. Nathan, brother, any other questions you have, man? Because I saw you were asking questions before. Nathan, seriously, bro, just send a text message. Just send a text message. 1-888-306-8783. Any questions that you have, we're happy to answer. And we are fully transparent. We're an open book. And that goes for anybody. Guys, you have any questions, just text us 1-888-306-8783. Otherwise, you can go straight to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $997. You have the double your money back guarantee for peace of mind. I don't think you need it. There's 4 laptops left. Remember, they're first come, first serve. As long as you see a laptop at the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. It's free. We cover shipping. It's our gift to you for joining TTG. All right. But there are only 4 of them available. Okay. That's it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had a good time on the stream. And I will see you guys back in chat tomorrow. It's a big day. It's all about NVIDIA earnings. It's gonna be a big market mover. All right. So I'll see you guys, my members. I'll see you guys in chat. We'll trade through it. And then the rest of you, I'll see you guys later on the live for the live stream. Okay. Memphis Street Doc. Thank you. Memphis Street Doc. Thank you very much. All right, guys. That's it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. If you have not done so already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these lives. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great